I recently came across this idea that we all exist in a state of toxic positivity. In what used to be a disciplinary society, everything was governed by no, telling you what to do by limiting what you were not allowed to do. But today, we live in an achievement society, one driven by an overwhelming yes. Every new idea that crosses my mind triggers an inevitable cycle of 3 steps. Something very fun just happened, in a sense that I shared the idea of my future postdoc with my supervisor, and she said it's a good idea. So I think we're advancing very slowly on that sense, but it might happen that I will write own proposal for a postdoc. Today we ran in the snow. Something new, Paris. Look at this. Oh, awful. Something is going on. Hey, I'm now working on 2 grant proposals, and I was thinking maybe I need to share some of the backstage of preparing an application, because it's not the first time I'm doing it, and this is a process that I personally really enjoy. And even though sometimes not always you get the grant, but you can structure your own thoughts in a nice way, you can organize, you can at least think of how to put your work in a different manner. It always depends on the proposal and like what we are asking money for, but you can frame it in plenty of different ways, and it needs some creativity to be done. And I think those proposals are just an amazing push on start doing something. Another fun stuff is that I'm organizing an after work, in a sense that's going to be a round table during a conference, like an internal conference, and we're going to be talking about career ways and what to do after academia. My idea was to put together and have the opinions both from people from academia and people outside of academia, be it an industry consulting company, or we're also going to have a profile of people working in the grant organization. I was thinking that this format might actually interest me as a future job, or I wouldn't say job, but maybe part-time organization, because that's something that I always did during my master's and bachelor's, and I had this component of organization and management and arts. Now I was fully submerged in a clinical trial that we were making, and even though it requires lots of arrangements and management in a sense, all of my organizational power went into it. So now I'm starting to regain it again, and I need to find new ways to apply it. So I was thinking, why not? Let's see how interesting it turns to be, and I'm obviously gonna let you know what this is about. So now I'm all about writing the project, also writing a project for postdoc submission, which is just like plan, not A, not B, not C, but maybe plan D. And I think I'm going to have a meeting tomorrow with this professor who will potentially host me, but I was kind of intrigued by the idea, I think, when I came up with it. But now thinking of actually doing it, not the project, but actually moving in a new country, going through this installation process when you don't know anyone and you have to live in a like tiny apartment, that just scares me. I mean, I don't know, not that I've never done it before, but I'm not a student anymore, and I'm kind of not ready to restart over from a blank page. We will see how it turns out. It's just, again, a way to feel more secure, I think, in this application process, because searching for a postdoc turned out to be a great stress. But we'll see. Step 2 is a bit more sobering. That initial enthusiasm demands discipline. It requires repeating very difficult, often tedious actions over and over again. So confident. And here's the part I haven't mentioned yet. This positive society also produces the depressed and the burned out. You enter a race with yourself, a war with yourself. Today's tea choice. I have a specific recipe for my morning latte. Basically, I'm taking a glass of I'm taking a glass of milk. I put it in the microwave, leave it there for 1 minute, and then I just add a shot of espresso. It turns out so well. It is always the same. And here we go, it's all hot. And just a shot of espresso. And then I also don't want coffee to be the first liquid that comes into my body the first thing in the morning. So I'm also grabbing some water and tea. But that's a season preference. In the summer, I only take water.
In a positive society, you become both the predator and the prey of your own ideas. The exploiter and the exploited become the same person. You keep pushing yourself to do more because you want to become more. But the freedom and constraints start to blur very quickly. So step 3 of this cycle is very simple. Take whatever energy you have left and just finish the work so you can finally be free. This idea comes from the book The Burnout Society.
Cheers! It's 9:24 p.m. and I was just working on my application for another grant proposal. I don't know, I worked on this weekend and I worked 2 days in a row up until late night, and I'm honestly, I don't know how to break this cycle. I think I have to do it because now tomorrow my childhood friend is coming to see me and I really want to spend more time, and I was like, oh, but if I do more before she comes, I can actually spend some more time with her, but it doesn't work that way, right? I really want to make more videos at the same time, but I just have no energy. And at the same time, I have so much to share. I have so many tips, so many news and footage, but I feel like I just don't have the energy to shoot videos and to edit them. I think I just always remind myself that you can overwork everyone, but you cannot overwork in every sphere of your life. So I think now is just the time when I have to concentrate on my thesis and we're moving forward on getting the next position, which I also have so many updates about. To name a few, I'm currently preparing another grant proposal for a postdoc position in a different country. I'm not sure that's gonna honestly work just because the acceptance rate is like ridiculously low. But if you don't try, it's 0%, so it better be 1%. So yeah, again, for the grants, I'm not sure how that works yet. My internal model didn't have enough experience to train itself, but I think it's also about fake it till you make it, because the more you do it, the more you believe that you can create a projection of yourself that is successful, smart, intelligent, very proactive in a sense that it has plenty of ideas on how to make this world a better place. All this, I feel like you can't learn it. You have to make it by practice. So for this proposal, not the postdoc, but the other one, that's the L'Oreal Foundation Women in Science. And I was declined twice, and I saw my candidacy from the past 2 years, and they were not good. They were just completely out of scope of what a good work should be. So now, on the third try, at least I accept it, I understand it, I see how I can make it better. Honestly, if in 10 years I look at this proposal and I don't think that it was trash, I think I wouldn't be doing the good thing. If 5 years from now, I wouldn't look at my papers and think, oh my god, I should have done so many things differently. I would not be happy about that fact. I'm gonna leave you guys here, probably gonna look at all of the footage that I have for the past few months, trying to see whether I can make it work. See you guys. Please don't burn out. We're gonna make it together. Bye. I was doing some spring cleaning and finally I sold a few items on Vinted. Such a great thing. Happy to send it now. Another week and 2 more days for rating.
I think my final take on this topic is that if you ever fall into this cycle, do your best to quit it as soon as possible. And I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!